What's going on YouTube? I am back with another video, and in this one I thought we would do something a little bit different, something fun, and take a look back at all of my favorite pickups throughout the first half of the year. So we are just about halfway through June, about halfway through the year. So I wanted to look back and kind of think about some of my favorite sports card pickups for the first part of 2022, and then we'll check back in at the end of the year and see how it changes. And I can definitely imagine that it will change quite a bit. You know, we have some really big card shows this summer. The Midwest Monster is actually in a couple weeks in Indianapolis, and then the National, which is next month in July. So I would imagine just from those two card shows alone, this list is going to change quite a bit. But I thought it would be fun to, just take a look back at my favorite pickups throughout the year. And that can be cards that I bought, that can be cards that I received in breaks, trades, cards that I pulled. So any variety of things, however I acquired the card, it does not matter. It's just, my favorite cards that have come to be in my possession through the first half of the year. So we're going to get into that here in a minute. I do real quick just want to mention that I will be live on the Card Shop Live tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So this video is going to go up on the 8th, June 9th, which is Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be live with mystery packs. Only going to be 20 mystery packs, and it is going to be multi-sport, so all different sports, and there will be some fun twists. So definitely be sure to check it out. Again, the Card Shop Live. Make sure to download that app. And I don't believe we have a giveaway to do from our last video, so I'm gonna go ahead and just hop right into this list. I tried to come up with 10 cards, but honestly, the pickups for the first part of the year, I'm not gonna lie, in my opinion, they were a little subpar. So honestly, I could only come up with 8 cards that I wanted to include on this list. So I'm gonna show you guys 8 cards. And then, again, I'll definitely plan on doing this again at the end of the year. And I would imagine this is going to change quite drastically. So let's go ahead and get into this list. Honestly, excuse me, a lot of these cards, I would imagine by the time the end of the year does roll around, I would imagine that a lot of these cards won't even be in my possession anymore. So these are not necessarily cards, for my PC that I plan on holding on to a long time. Just some of my favorite cards that I've picked up so far. So anyway, the first card I wanted to show is the Trevor Lawrence in Fuego. This one, I hit this in a break with Louisville Sports Cards. So I actually bought the Jags in a Phoenix, I think it was a 4-box Phoenix break, and got super lucky and hit this Trevor Lawrence in Fuego. I absolutely love these inserts. Unfortunately, it does have a little bit of damage on the top, with all those corners and edges. It's going to be very tough for that to be in really good shape. So definitely not a grading candidate, but this one is around in between like $200 to $300. So definitely a nice card. And this is a case hit, so very rare pull. And honestly, again, I just mentioned a lot of these cards are probably not going to be in my possession by the time the end of the year rolls around. I do actually plan on including this one as a chaser tomorrow night on the Card Shop Live. So this one will be available for auction. So this is probably going to be the top chase card tomorrow night. So if you guys are interested in this card, definitely be sure to check me out tomorrow on the Card Shop Live. And then next up, this one was a very recent pickup, probably like less than like a month ago or so at the Louisville Card Show. So picked this one up as part of that SGC grading challenge. And you guys know I'm just a big fan of the Genesis. Not necessarily a huge Kyle Pitts fan or anything like that, but it was a really cool card to pick up at the show and grade. And I think this was actually the only 10 I got on that last SGC challenge. So that was very nice. The biggest card that I did pick up at the show for the challenge did get the 10, so that was pretty cool. And honestly, I will probably be including this one somewhere down the road in some type of mystery pack or something like that. So Kyle Pitts Genesis was our second card on the list. And then kind of similar to that, I didn't pick this one up at a show or anything. I did pull this, but not really a huge Davis Mills fan or anything, not a big Texans fan. I do think he actually has some potential. So when I pulled this card, I wasn't really super pumped about it. But I didn't really know, apparently he had actually a really solid rookie season. So a lot of people are actually pretty high on Davis Mills, think he has a lot of potential. So honestly was not expecting this to get a 10-10 either. I did see some surface marks, so I do think this one is a little bit overgraded. I'll certainly take a 10, not complaining there. But this one actually turned out to be really, really nice. This one's probably, again, probably about a $200 to $300 card. So honestly, the first 3 cards are probably in that same price range, in between probably somewhere around like $250. So nice one here, one that I did pull, and it did get the 10-10, so that's always nice. And then the next one up I wanted to show, I love these Flux inserts, the all the different like atmosphere inserts. So the Exosphere is the most rare. I believe there's only 4 or 5 players in this set. Picked this one up at a local the Louisville card show. Got a pretty good deal on it. I want to say about $60 or $70, somewhere in there. And sent it off to SGC. Sure enough, it did get the 10. And I think this one looks really, really nice with that black, SGC slab. So very, very cool one there. And I do plan on including this one in the National Fire Pack series. So I've mentioned that before. The National Fire Pack series is going to be the best repack that I have ever done. Cannot wait for that one. You guys might see another card or 2 coming up that will be in that series. So this one is one that I'm going to include. And then potentially this one, we'll see how it goes. It's still a long way to go on that repack. Still kind of, working that out, putting that together. But so far for the year, this one is honestly probably my biggest pull of the year. Personally, not like in a break or a pickup or anything. My biggest personal pull, probably the Franz Wagner, which, if that tells you anything, haven't had really too many crazy pulls. Actually, you know what? I take that back. So the Lewis Hamilton Topps Chrome Orange, if you guys remember that card, that's probably the biggest pull of the year. Actually, I would say that's definitely the biggest pull of the year. But I did sell that one, sent that to PSA, got a 9, sold that one for right around like $1,000. So that one would be definitely the biggest pull of the year, but that is no longer in my possession. So after that one, I think I pulled a Tom Brady Genesis, and then this one would be up there as well. So the Franz Wagner Donruss Choice Auto, this one's probably $300 to $400, I would guess. So definitely a nice one there, respectable, nothing too crazy, but we'll take it for sure. And then next up, our Cole Anthony Panini 1/1 green out of 5. This one did get a PSA 10, so I hit this one in a break with Wolf's card breaks. Bought into a very, very risky break. I believe I bought the Bucks and the Magic in the same break, and it ended up being like $600 or $700 total, and was very, very lucky to get this Cole Anthony to 5. My value on this is probably somewhere around like $1,500 to $2,000, and honestly, I'm actually considering including this one in the national pack as well, as like probably if not one of the top chasers. Again, the plan is right now for that National Fire Pack to be $100 per pack. So you could potentially get like a $1,500 card in there, 15 extra money. That would be quite the chaser. So very nice one here. Again, that one was hit in a break. And then next up, one of the bigger pickups that I've made of the year. I did buy this one raw. This is the Jamar Chase Mosaic Stained Glass. I think these have come down quite a bit as more and more products have released. But at the time when I picked this one up, I believe it was somewhere around the $300 mark. And I want to say I graded it regular at 100. So I'm in this one around 400. Luckily, it did get the 10. Has not gone for what I was expecting it to. I thought it would be somewhere around the $1,000 range. But I think it's come down quite a bit. So just kind of held on to it. Not sure what I'll end up doing with that one. I am a Jamar Chase fan. I'm a big Bengals fan. Love the Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase connection. So I don't know. I don't really have any plans on this one. We'll see what happens. It is available on eBay, but just haven't gotten the right offer. So yep, nice pickup there. And then finally, the number one favorite card of the year so far. This one was actually way back in like either January or February, so very, very first part of the year. I did pick up the Jordan Aura Contenders Optic Gold Vinyl 1/1. So the 1/1 stamp is right there on the back. And I've had this one in a card saver for a long time. I do plan on eventually getting this one graded, just not really in any rush. And honestly, I'm not sure if I want to do PSA or SGC. So we'll see what I end up doing with this one. But this one was definitely probably top 1 favorite pickup of the year. Unfortunately, I was expecting him to, you know, do a little bit better in the playoffs. Just didn't get really any time at all other than trash minutes, which is pretty frustrating, especially when Grayson Allen just stunk it up. So I think he definitely could have provided some more value to the Bucks, but what are you going to do? So Jordan Nwora Contenders Optic 1 of 1. This was a huge part cash, part trade deal. If you guys remember that video from a few months ago. So definitely a nice one there. Happy to have that in the collection. This is definitely the crown jewel of the Jordan Nwora collection. So there are my top 8 favorite pickups of the year so far. Definitely let me know your favorite in the comments. I would be interested to know. And again, with you know, a lot of big shows coming up the second half of the year, I would expect this list to change quite drastically by the end of the year. So excited to check back in December and do this again and see how it has changed. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you soon.